Imagine a line that stretches back over 2,000 years, an unbroken thread woven through the fabric of a nation's soul. The Emperor of Japan holds a unique and evolving position as the ceremonial head of state, deeply intertwined with the nation's history, culture, and identity. Traditionally, the Japanese emperor, known as the Tenno, or heavenly sovereign, was believed to be a direct descendant of the Shinto sun goddess Amaterasu. This divine lineage is said to trace back to the legendary emperor Jimmu, who, according to Japanese lore, ascended to the throne in 660 BC. It is crucial to note, most modern scholars regard Emperor Jimmu as a mythological figure rather than a historical one, as they do not believe there to be concrete evidence of his existence, though within his legend, he is celebrated for a legendary military expedition from Hyuga to Yamato, where he established his center of power. This foundational event is chronicled in ancient texts believed to mix mythology with the historical, like the Kojiki and Nihon Shoki, and detail his journey and the consolidation of early Japanese territories. Historically, the role of the Japanese emperor has undergone significant transformations throughout history, shifting from a position of substantial political power to a largely ceremonial role. This evolution can be traced through several key historical periods. In the early periods of Japanese history, for example, the emperors and their divine status granted them considerable authority over the state and its people. So what are some of the notable things the emperors did during their reign of power? Well, during the 5th century, Emperor Yuryaku's reign marked a significant shift towards centralized authority. His leadership is associated with the establishment of a more autocratic rule, consolidating power in the Yamato region and setting the stage for the emergence of a unified Japanese state, as Japan was not yet a unified nation-state, but rather a collection of tribal regions and clans. In the 7th century, Prince Shotoku, serving as regent under Empress Suiko, the first and longest reigning female emperor of Japan, introduced the 17-article constitution, a set of ethical and political guidelines inspired by Confucian and Buddhist principles. This constitution laid the groundwork for centralized governance and the promotion of Buddhism within the Japanese court where, while Buddhism was not officially declared the state religion during this time, its influence began more seriously permeating various aspects of Japanese life, including the construction of many of the Buddhist temples still standing today. These emperors, among others, played crucial roles in the evolution of Japan's political structures, cultural identity, and religious practices, leaving legacies that continue to influence the nation. However, as the samurai class rose to prominence, especially from the 10th century onward, the emperor's direct control over governance began to wane. By the 12th century, the establishment of the Kamakura shogunate marked a significant shift in Japanese governance. The shogun, a military leader, effectively became the de facto ruler of Japan, while the emperor's role became more symbolic. This period saw the emperor's political influence diminish, with real power residing in the hands of the shogunate. This dynamic persisted until the Meiji Restoration in 1868, effectively returning a more direct power back to the imperial throne, marking the end of the Tokugawa shogunate and the shogun's primary rule over Japan. The Meiji Constitution of 1889 then established the emperor as the sovereign authority, but sharing power with an elected parliament known as the Diet. After Japan's defeat in World War II, the 1947 Constitution once more reshaped the emperor's role, reducing it to a purely symbolic one as it arguably once was, with no governing authority. Today, the emperor's responsibilities are ceremonial and includes the formal appointment of the Prime Minister and the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. Though these appointments are made in accordance with the decisions of the Diet and the Cabinet. The current emperor, Naruhito, ascended the throne on May 1st, 2019, following the abdication of his father, Emperor Akihito. Emperor Naruhito's reign is known as the Reiwa era, which translates to beautiful harmony. He also often works in receiving foreign ambassadors and performs various cultural and religious ceremonies throughout Japan. In conclusion, the Emperor of Japan is a living symbol, not just of the nation's continuity, but of its spirit. Though the role of the emperor has shifted from political ruler to one of ceremonial importance, the essence of the position endures. Through centuries of change, wars, restoration, and modernization, the imperial line has remained steadfast, still quietly watching over the nation with its presence. It is a reminder that history and tradition, though they may evolve, may never truly be lost. The emperor is not merely a figurehead, but a living link to Japan's past, its resilience, and its ongoing journey toward the future. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video or found it informative, please consider giving me a thumbs up or checking out some of my other videos by clicking the link in the description below or checking out my channel. It would mean a lot to me. Thank you again, and until next time.